We weren't recording that whole time. We weren't. That was such a good episode.
That was so good.
Fuck, dude. We were
recording.
We're recording right now.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my
dude.
god, that sucks.
That sucks, dude. Fuck. We just recorded such a good hour, probably.
Ow, my heart hurts.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Big Brown Sack.
God dang it, dude. Oh my god. You're not going to believe this. Dana, if you left me right now, I would understand. If you walked out of this house and said...
My heart is breaking.
Oh my god.
I'm really uncomfortable.
Oh no, I made a... Oh. What a... Fucking made such a bad mistake. Potentially the worst mistake I've ever made. And we're never going to be able to prove it.
Oof.
But we just recorded an hour of the best content we've ever made. But only it wasn't recording because I am a fucking idiot! No!
Ooh, it's okay, Joe.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
God.
It's okay.
So we sit down, we threw on some music, we were dancing, Dana was singing word for word to Bad Baby. I didn't even know she rapped. And Dana's going line for line, bar for bar with Bad Baby. We're shaking our ass.
We had a revelation about what this podcast is going to be
Oh
about.
my God, we probably don't even remember
It came to us in the fucking moment.
It came to us in the moment. It was beautiful. It was natural. It was unplanned. It was unscripted. It was raw. It was fantastic. And it's gone. It's gone forever. No.
So this is going to be our fucking episode
Oh
for this week.
my God.
It's a new intro and just us screaming.
Yeah, dude, this sucks. We're never going to be able to prove it either.
sucks.
People, you probably don't even believe us, but dude.
We're sitting on gold.
Dang it! I'm jumping around the room right now. Similar to how we were during the best podcast that was ever recorded, the one that we don't have because I didn't hit the button. Oh, I hope our neighbors don't call the cops. Because that would be almost as bad as not recording the best podcast episode.
Ever recorded across any podcast?
I'm jumping around the room right now. I'm pacing because I can't even...
Not just out of our first 7 episodes, because that doesn't really say a lot. I'm talking in the podcast world, that was probably the best podcast that was ever recorded, and Joe didn't record it, so we don't have it.
I don't remember the last time I felt genuine hatred for myself.
I love you.
I love you too.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay. We'll have plenty more where
We'll have plenty more where that came from, but folks, we started this episode. We had music
came in
playing.
hot.
I got the extended cords for our headphones now, so we can walk
Bebop.
around.
We call it bebopping
We're
around.
bebopping around. We're jumping around the room. We're dancing. We start talking about our days. The Casey Musgraves Christmas show comes up. It leads into an epic, natural revelation that was completely spur of the moment. It's just never... I'm so sorry. God damn it.
Hey, it's okay.
God damn it.
We're going to have more.
Okay, well, where do we go from here? Is this just going to be the rage episode?
Yeah, we're raging now.
And we're just going to talk about how awful we feel for doing what just happened? Or what do you want to do?
I mean, life's full of inconveniences.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
It's building our tolerance for inconveniences.
Gosh, Day,
It's building our tolerance for absolute heartbreak.
Heartbreak, dude. Heartbreak.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know where to go from here.
Well, I think I'm going to try to recap how we got to talking about the preview that we just released. And this is going to be the second time we talked about this because we talked about it already. And it's fucking, it's like 11 now? It's like 11 p.m. It's 10:40 on a Friday night. It's Friday night, dude. It's Friday night. The one we didn't record, we're vibing, baby. We go, it's Friday night. We're having a good time. We're dancing. Dana's shigging at us. And it's a vibe.
Oh, dude.
Oh, and now.
I just can't. I can't bring it back. I don't think I can bring it back.
You're going to have to fight through it. Show our listeners that we will do what it takes to get them an episode on Sundays.
Yeah.
Can you show our listeners, look, this episode might suck.
Oh, yeah. Just turn it off.
Dick.
Just fucking turn it off.
It might suck dick.
Ew.
But show our listeners that we are committed to this thing. This is our little side hustle. Okay. Spotify did say we're eligible for ads now, by the way, and we're not doing it. Yeah. We're going to turn down the 50 cents we would probably make per episode. Yeah. To give you an ad-free experience.
Just a really selfless act. Okay, hit the fucking music button again.
For the start?
Yeah, we're restarting.
Okay. Come on.
Several days later.
Welcome back to the Big Brown Sack.
And I can confirm that we are recording, as I will confirm probably 100 times throughout the episode.
Yes.
Because...
In every episode.
Because why, Day?
You're not going to be able to take your eyes off that thing.
Because why, Day?
Because of our learnings from the catastrophe of 2023. Mm-hmm. So, folks, it is now April 2nd. So it's been 2 nights, 2 moons since the devastation happened. And we're feeling a bit more grounded. Last you heard from us just now, you were hearing 2 people, really brought down to the core, 2 people at seemingly maybe rock bottom in the midst of a heartbreak. How are you feeling now, Joe? Because I know you felt a lot of responsibility. You were having a very hard time with that.
All it takes is 40 listeners to lose some sleep over the podcast,
Yeah.
We're at an early stage, and you wouldn't think it. You wouldn't think, hey, we're getting 40 listeners an episode. It's probably not too big of a deal. Man, I'm getting into this thing maybe too much too fast because did lose sleep over it.
I don't even think
Heartbreak
it's
was a good word that you used. Heartbreak is a great word that you used.
But I was in a very similar position recently when I left our stove on.
Correct.
So I left our stove on overnight and nearly killed us. Everything we were looking up online about, what do you do if you left the gas running? It's like, pack up your things and leave immediately. I nearly killed us. I felt so bad. And now I'm always going to be checking the oven at every chance I get.
Yeah.
Before I leave the house, before I go to bed.
So is what you're saying is we're even now?
I think absolutely we're even, for sure. And if anything, my mistake, had way more on the line.
Yeah, well, this is like a breakup episode because we are going to break up with our episode that we recorded and we didn't record. And so you just heard us after that episode. In that moment of reckoning, something inside me changed.
Yeah.
Man, does this song really, really justify how I feel. This is ABBA. This is Knowing Me, Knowing You. And something about hearing music. They say people go to art in moments of catastrophe.
Oh, interesting.
They go to art in moments of heartbreak. Walking through an empty house, tears in my eyes. Was it me? Could have been. I'll never admit to it on this podcast, but just know that was a possibility. That's the favorite part. Ready? Oh, dude. That little it just hits in a different way. ABBA, you just feel like they're never going away. That band is never going away. And hey, knowing me, knowing you, episode that we didn't record, we know you. It was great. We had a great Friday night. I mean, Dana and I have been talking about this, and yeah, we didn't record it, but we still have that moment together. We still share that moment, even though we couldn't share it with you.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging in there, and I think we wrap this up, and I think we move on.
Moving on. Okay, so here we go, Day. What is it that you would like? How's your week going? What is it that you'd like to talk about? How are you doing? Love you, by the way.
Love you so much. I'm doing great. I had a great weekend. Got to spend a lot of quality time with friends. We hosted. I've got my mom coming in tomorrow. Kind of slowly working on spring cleaning. I cleaned my computer screen. Word to the wise. If you need to clean your computer screen, just do it. Just stop putting it off. I cleaned my computer screen for the first time in like 6 months, and it changed me. Like I immediately felt better.
Yeah.
Even if you have a few fingerprints on there. But mine was getting bad. I had like crumbs in my like keyboard keys.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you?
Crumbs in the keyboard keys, something I never thought I'd admit to willingly to a large group of people, but yes.
I think everyone has, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a crumb in their keyboard keys.
Yeah.
If you don't, you don't snack while you work?
Yeah.
I'm excited for it to get a little warmer. Maybe I'll take more walks, but we just took a walk and it was like 1,000 needles hitting my face. It was so cold and so windy.
But getting to look at that scenery down there, this is what I was saying earlier when we were down. So there's this great little waterway walk area really close to us, 5-minute drive to get there. And it's the most beautiful scenery. There are seals. We saw a bald eagle there the other day. I mean, and it's just the Puget Sound. Water for as far as you could see. Mountains. You can see Mount Rainier down there.
Didn't you read something where you like look at a horizon and there is a proven benefit to it?
I just think looking at beautiful things is good for the eyes. It's quite literally easy on the eyes.
Interesting.
It's good for your brain.
Yeah, but there was something specifically about seeing a horizon that you read somewhere that was like really good for you. And I feel like that went into your decision to get your last apartment.
Totally did.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I think it's like the fact that when you look out and see a horizon, it's this open, vast space, and it opens your mind.
I wonder if it like calms us at all either, like just seeing our surroundings very like fully.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to talk about this on the podcast because the reality of the situation is I just really don't know shit about this.
Yeah, we're pretty good bullshitters. We could just say what it is and
yeah.
Just kidding. I'm going to Google it right now.
Go fact check yourselves for sure on anything you hear on this podcast, please.
Yeah, we're not like a source of truth. Bro?
What?
This act produces a calming effect, safe in the knowledge that no immediate action needs to be taken. Because you can see like your full surroundings and you can see that there are no threats.
A calming effect? What
it
does
has
that
a
mean?
calming effect.
What does that mean exactly?
Horizon gazing and its health benefits.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. This is making more sense and more sense now.
Sure is.
This is making more sense and more sense because there's actually a graphic that came out recently that your dad just sent us. Dude, can we do an episode without mentioning this guy?
I don't know, but he's got to get out of here.
We got to get him out of these freaking podcasts.
It's feeding his ego too much.
He's got a huge head. It's crazy.
He's got a huge ego. We just keep mentioning the guy.
Joking. Definitely joking. Love your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, but
it's so funny.
He just sent us that graphic in a text message that shows the age and life expectancy of different parts of the country. And it's crazy. Look at the western, like, Southern California coast in that picture. Highest. It's the bluer it is, the higher life expectancy it is on this graphic.
Yeah.
And it was the coastlines.
It was the coastlines. You're so right about that. That's interesting. I wonder if that
Southern
has anything
California,
to do with it.
like Seattle and the Oregon coastlines.
We'll also post this image on our YouTube.
On the YouTube. But
yeah, that could have something to do with it. So you know how you said the benefit you feel from looking at like a horizon is
it opens your mind.
It opens your mind. Does it expand your horizons?
My inner horizons.
Maybe that's where the saying comes from.
Yeah, my inner horizons.
Like expand your horizon, you know?
Yeah. Is there an agenda we want to set for today's episode, Dana?
You want to do the new ball sack segment?
We have to do the new ball sack
because
segment.
we posted a TikTok about it. Got no engagement, no biggie. And it was the only one where I was the main star. Great. Not feeling weird about it at all.
But we made a commitment, didn't we?
Sure, dude.
So we're going to get into some ball sacks today. Hope you're ready for that.
I think, did we want to talk more about our weeks?
Excuse me.
Ugh,
I know you want me to stop doing that.
I just hate it when you do that. It's just, it's no one wants that in their ear.
I don't want it in there. It's just, I don't know what comes over me. It just happens.
Yeah.
Before I even know it. I mean, I do want to say we had a great day with friends yesterday.
Yeah, we
did. So
did.
that was, perfect timing to have just a great day with friends.
Yeah,
and I want to say
they came over at a decent time. We played a ton of games.
Yep.
Everyone was super competitive. We were at each other's throats.
Yeah.
It was Joe and I and two other couples.
Yeah.
And they slept over because we're a bit of a drive now from the city.
Yeah.
And, we got in the hot tub. We went to some bars. We got dinner. We did a wine tasting. It was just like a very Saturday-y Saturday.
And a little time in
Games.
the hot tub.
It was great. It was
Been
great.
a little time in the hot
Let
tub.
us know what your ideal Saturday is in the comms.
Yeah, in the comms. Let us know in the comms. But, so you had two friends. Mm-hmm. Two of your really good friends came over here yesterday.
With their boyfriends.
And they both listened to the podcast, so this will be nice for them to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mention their names, but I'm going to say one thing that stuck with me from both of them from yesterday.
Okay.
And they will know exactly who it is.
Okay.
So I'll just say person A, friend number one. She said a line that has stuck with me, which is that she always has bags of clothes in her car. And I was like, what? And she said, oh, yeah, I just mean to donate them to Goodwill, but I never get around to it. And I said, oh, my God. So that's everybody that does that, because it's not just me anymore.
Yeah.
And we all had such a good laugh over that we all
we'll
are
just
victims.
Keep stuff in our car that doesn't need to be in our car. Months.
And if you're listening to...
You're always telling yourself, I'll bring it in. Or next time I leave the house, I'm going to go do that. Mm-hmm. And you don't. You've had ski pants.
How long has yours been there? If you listening to this right now, how long has that bag, and you know which one I'm talking about.
You know what bag we're talking about.
You know what bag we're talking about, okay? How long has it been there? Mm-hmm. Months? Years. Wouldn't put it past you.
Wouldn't put it past you for years. You've had ski pants in your car so long, I don't even think they're
God,
eligible to return anymore.
Dude, you're right. That's another version of that.
It's like
that's a version of that.
It's like
that's
weird, fruition of self-sabotage.
Interesting. Backstory. I have a pair of ski pants in my car right now that I have in a FedEx bag to return with the slip printed out. All I need to do is show up to a UPS and
hand it to the person behind the counter.
For no cost. Can't get around to it.
What's holding you back?
Don't know.
What holds everyone back?
Apparently, it is just...
Is it
completely
self-sabotage?
deprioritized for me. And you're right. I don't even know if they'll accept the return because it's had to have been in there for 2 months.
Yeah. And I feel like people, like most companies, have like a 30-day, 60-day.
That's on me, bro. That's on me, bro. Hey,
you're gonna have to eat that cost.
that's on me, though.
Sometimes you just have to learn lessons so many times to finally get it. Or maybe we're just human and we'll never fucking get it. Doesn't matter how many things we can't return in time because we put things off. Is it procrastination?
Yeah, self-sabotage is potentially dead on in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so person number one said, which was hilarious and has stuck with me, and it was a great moment for me because I knew, thinking about those ski pans that have been in my car for months, that I had a person out there in this world who shared that experience. And then obviously I know that, Dana, you do that as well. You have bags all over this house.
But we're talking about specifically keeping things in cars.
Correct. But you don't have a car.
And I don't have a car, so I can't.
That's your out, though. Okay, that's kind of like a DQ. You're right. Anyways, person number two was bragging about their dad being top 10 in the Pacific Northwest at giving blood.
That is unheard of. I didn't even know they tracked such a thing.
You might be saying right now, top 10 at giving blood. What does that even mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that means.
Exactly, no one knows what it means. Asked. And apparently, it is the pace at which you can actually give blood. So the pace at which you can... So
not the volume of blood he's given.
No, it's the same. I think everybody gives the same amount of volume. When you go to give blood, I'm pretty sure everybody gives the same amount.
I know, but I don't think everyone goes the same amount in a year. I took it as her dad has given the most blood. Why would they track how fast your blood comes out?
No, so that's exactly what I'm thinking, right? Why would anyone do that? But she said no, they would time each other. They would race.
What? That's so interesting. I missed that. I missed that.
And apparently
that's so weird to track.
Because I'm asking second questions. I'm diving deep as any good salesperson does, doing good discovery. Mm-hmm. And she's saying, "Oh yeah, he works a stress ball. Like he's working a stress ball, getting the blood flowing right before he goes to give blood. He I'm in and out of there in 1 minute or something." And that is.
I wonder. It sounds like he holds a lot of pride to this. So I wonder what his blood giving prep is.
The stress ball. That's what I'm telling you. I'm giving away his secret to all those out there who might want to. You don't think he does for push-ups, some reason,
goes on a run, gets his heart rate up before?
Potentially, but apparently the secret sauce is the stress ball pump. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways, those are Dana's friends. So. Yep.
I'm trying to think of funny things that they said so many funny things yesterday.
Yeah, but those are the two that stuck with me for some reason. Partied a little hard, a little tired today, but
we had to get an episode out.
Because why, huh? Because
our moms are waiting on us is why.
Yep, gotten text.
Mm-hmm. 2
Where's
texts from
the
our
episode, huh? This is great though because if nothing else, this is a great way for our moms to keep up with us.
It is. You know what my mom said to me today? She starts rattling off podcasts she'll turn on to go to sleep, and she's like, and the other day I was like, oh my gosh, why don't I just go to sleep to the sound of my daughter's voice?
Yeah,
she listened to us to go to sleep, which is so funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. White noise or the sound of my own daughter's voice.
Duh.
Duh, dude.
Put me right to sleep.
Sorry, ASMR. Your ratings just went down by 1.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought that was really funny.
That's great. Yeah. Well, I
think you said your mom texted you about our April Fool's joke when we were like, we're not going to do the pod anymore.
Yeah.
What'd she say? You didn't tell me.
Let's see. I'll pull up the text right now.
While just pulling that up, just to give you a little visual, I am drinking peppermint tea. highly recommend. It doesn't sound like it'd be like the best because it's like if I wanted peppermint, I just like go brush my teeth. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, why would you want something that like kind of tastes like toothpaste? One might argue the same thing for like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Like, I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I didn't know why I would think I wouldn't like peppermint tea. Like, I would go for a more like vanilla chai or hibiscus tea. But this peppermint tea, you guys, do not sleep on peppermint tea. It's really good. And I guess it's really good for your digestive system.
Do you feel that it does help you
it does
pinch a few loaves off every once in a while?
When I'm just if you're feeling a little backed up, you need to get some loaves out. Peppermint teas. Actually, you know what?
Oh, yeah, I started drinking peppermint tea, and all of a sudden my bathroom's a bakery because there's loaves coming out like...
No, you're still safe to drink peppermint tea on like before a day where, you know, you can't be shitting all day. But I will tell you what knocks me on my ass for like 2 days. I can't leave the house. Like, I only drink this tea when I know I'm going to be in the house for the next 2 days, just like working remote.
Yeah.
So typically like Sunday nights are probably good.
Yeah.
When you're out of the house, I can't have you in the house the day after I drink this tea. The Smooth Move tea. It is a bulletproof strategy to get yourself to let loose.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're putting in there, but I highly recommend.
Yeah. It's all natural too, all that stuff in there.
It's all natural.
Okay, so my mom texts me about the April Fool's post that we made, saying that we were quitting the podcast. Gotcha, April Fool's, yada yada. She said, "Happy Saturday. Instagram post was hilarious. You got me at first." And then she said, today's your cousin Ian's 9th birthday.
Happy birthday, cousin Ian.
Happy birthday, Ian. Yeah, so Ian turned 9 and we got her, essentially, was the text.
You know that movie where you have one day a year, you could just like, no laws. You just can kill anyone you want and stuff.
The Purge?
The Purge. Yeah, April Fool's is like The Purge.
It's as close as we're going to get.
Yeah.
It's as close as we're going to get to a purge, and people try to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Yeah. You can just say anything on April Fool's Day and get out of it.
Yeah. You could be like, I'm pregnant.
Yeah. People take it there,
April
too.
Fools.
If people will take it there, and you're just like, you know, where's the line? Okay, Dana, we did promise the people one thing, and I want to take care of it because there's something about me and you getting to a room and sticking to the agenda that just don't really sync very well.
Okay.
But we promised the people something.
Yeah.
And we need to deliver.
Ball sack?
We promised the people ball sacks.
We promised the people that Joe's ball sack would be in your ear. And that is a quote from our new intro trailer, which you can listen on Spotify.
Yeah.
And
maybe we'll release it on
silly.
YouTube too. Maybe.
It's just silly.
But you hate it already, so.
I hate it. I listened to it this morning. I was like, we sound like such nerds. And
Damn it.
like, I'm Dana. I did stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And you're like, and I was a former athlete, and I did theater. And I'm like,
So,
but
hey.
fuck it.
Fuck it, dude.
It's
hey,
our truth.
maybe we'll release another one. Who knows? But.
I'm our biggest hater, dude.
Yeah.
I'm bigger than our haters on TikTok, which we have, by the way.
We got him.
Yeah, Joe, what did you say? You said some nasty things to some of them.
Yeah, I do want to talk about the haters, okay? Because we've got them. And one thing about
It's
haters
just so funny.
is
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't poppin', you ain't poppin'. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't poppin'.
you ain't got no haters, you ain't pop.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't poppin'.
That's my message to the haters, dude. That's my message to the haters because we started getting haters on TikTok, and then what I said to myself is, well, If I'm anything like Rico Richie, that means I'm bopping.
What else do you think you and Rico Richie have in common?
Nothing. Nothing else.
Maybe you do. Maybe we surprise yourselves.
Maybe
if
we
got you guys in a room.
You're right.
What do you think you'd talk about?
We probably would have more similarities than differences. Yeah, fuck them though.
Yeah, fuck them. Okay, let's do this ball sack talk.
All right.
Let's talk sack.
So, Dana, what is it that you want to know about sports? Like, I know that you don't, but what would the reasoning for someone like you who really doesn't give a shit about sports at the end of the day? What do you want to know and why do you want to know it?
What's in it for me would be if I could use that information to build my repertoire with like office chat, just kind of be able to hold my own in conversations around the topic of sports.
Yeah.
So more like a social benefit for me is how I would use this time to try to better myself.
Correct.
If you're going to force me through it anyway.
Correct. And as you know, we have 60 to 70% female audience at this point. And maybe you're listening to this and you're saying, hey, I don't really give a shit about sports either, but I would like to be able to keep up with some office chat.
Sure.
Or something of the like.
Water cooler chat, lounge chat. This is actually a segment of Joe just mansplaining sports.
Well, it's a pessimistic look and angle at what I said, but furthermore, we are going to talk today about the Major League Baseball, the MLB, the sport of baseball. What is there to know? Well, why are we talking about today? Because first phrase you should probably bring into your office chat, Dana, is opening.
Hey, bada. Hey, bada.
Right. So open up with that, and then you say, "Hey, fellas, what do you think about opening day?"
Have you seen a home run lately?
And they say, "Hey, what's up, Dana? Did you catch the opening day?"
"Hey," and I say, "Hey, bada. Hey, bada."
And then you say, and someone says opening day or something talking about opening day, or we got that opening day win. Do you know what they're talking about?
Yes.
Honestly, fuck opening day, because the real thing you need to know about baseball right now is that they had 2 major rule changes that are brand new for this year.
New rules.
Everybody's going to be talking about this for weeks and months. Okay. And they're going to be talking about the pitch clock. And what that means now is, like a shot clock in basketball, pitchers only have a certain amount of time to pitch the next pitch, and batters only have a certain amount of time to get ready for the next pitch.
Okay. So guys can't, because I've seen a few baseball games in my day, and they'll be out on like they start on home plate, right? That's where they swing. So they're sitting there and they're like hawking loogies and they're kicking the dirt with their feet, and I'm like, what are these guys moseying around for?
Moseying around,
pick
lollygagging.
The loitering on home plate for these swingers, it's just like, wrap it up,
All swingers should wrap it up. That's correct.
So they're taking too long, and now they're being timed.
Correct. You're on a timer now, so the idea is to get rid of some of that. It's to get rid of some of that moseying around to speed the game up a little bit.
Yeah, some of them just like that they're in the limelight and they're just milking it.
Yeah,
too long.
And a lot of people are asking, like, what's your opinion of it? Who cares? It's part of the game now. So get over it, get with it, or get out. You're also
get with it or get lost.
And the other thing is the shift. So the other big rule change, other than the pitch clock.
Wait, how much time do they have at home plate to swing?
So in between batters, they get 30 seconds. In between pitches, they get 20 seconds. And I think there's certain things around 15 seconds, but I think the big one is either 15 seconds or 20 seconds in between each pitch.
Okay.
And so you do a pitch and you basically have like 15 seconds for the catcher to catch it, get the ball back to the pitcher catch it, get back on the mound. There's no time for the moseying around, the spitting, the things you were talking about. Now the other rule is the shift. And the shift is you only can have 2 people on each side of second base, excuse me. So last year, hitters have a tendency to hit it to one side of the field or the other side, so they would just load the other side of the field with a lot of players. Mm-hmm. Therefore, when they hit the ball there, everybody was getting out, and it was like the worst year offensively, and so they said defense is getting too good. It's outpacing offense, and so we need to...
And is that because they're learning about what players, like, you know, swing the ball to certain... Like, what? How
Tendencies.
did they figure that? Oh, so
They
they're
learn their tendencies.
studying people's tendencies, and based on that, the coach will be like, oh, everyone go to this side of the field because this guy's usually hitting balls over there.
Correct. They have all kinds of stats and data and analytics, just like businesses.
but if I'm a swinger...
Hey, yo!
Yep.
If I'm a swinger...
I'm in trouble.
I'm like, yeah, we're in for a wild ride. If I'm a swinger, then wouldn't I be looking at everyone on the left side of the field and I just hit to the right?
You would think. You would think that people would do that, but unfortunately, with some people's swings or tendencies, they can't really do it. So even players at the highest, highest level
can't
get
the ball to a nut. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
That they shouldn't be getting paid that much. So instead of making the baseball players better, they are changing the rule of loading the bases.
Kind of.
Why wouldn't you just...
You'll get by in a conversation with that.
Why wouldn't you just coach the swingers to be better at it?
People have tried. They've
move
tried.
their balls anywhere they want.
They've totally tried. And you can also... Yeah, it's an anomaly. Honestly, the hitting a baseball in itself is an anomaly. And you're totally right. They should teach those people to swing better. But people can't, even as hard as they try.
Interesting. That's fascinating. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So now they're like, you can't load those bases because you're learning about each player's like tendencies and using that to your advantage. Mm-hmm. And it's making for an unfair game.
And the Boar Fest is now over. Opening day happened. You now know about the pitch clock. You know about the shift. That's going to get you by in your office chat, you know? Mm-hmm. And anything else you want to talk about, Day? Anything else going on in your life? Like, how are you feeling? How are you doing? How's life right now?
Well, I got down earlier today. I was just feeling like my teeth were yellow. I was like, my teeth kind of be looking fucked up lately. And then I was like, oh, my skin's kind of fucked up lately. And then, I just kind of got in the weeds of like, oh, and then like I mentioned, I was like, my eye wrinkles. Yeah. And I was just having a bad moment today, insecurities and stuff. But we went on a walk and I'm feeling better.
Yeah. And
something you have to like learn, like your insecurities, they're going to come out. If you're living with someone, you cannot hide. Mm-hmm. We know this. Mm-hmm. You know this.
Yeah.
You cannot hide. So you just have to be kind of comfortable being insecure in those moments and, hope your partner lifts you up, which you definitely did in that moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't hide. Even when you think the person's not looking at you, maybe they are. Like, the other day when I was in the shower, you didn't know I could see through my shower curtain. And you were in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you'll like come into my bathroom and we'll talk while I'm showering. Yeah. Or vice versa. And you were in my bathroom talking to me while I showered. And I saw you pick up one of my makeup brushes and like powder your face. And I was
dancing.
And I was like,
felt became part of my choreography.
Yeah, you were dancing. Picked up one of my makeup brushes and like powder your face.
Fuck it.
You didn't dip it in like makeup or anything, but it was so funny. I was like, we were talking. I was like, wait a second. And
Did you just use my makeup brush? I was like, whoa, you can see me out here?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, hold up your fingers. Like, I'll tell you how many fingers you're holding up. And you just flipped me off.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were embarrassed.
I was.
I caught you in the act.
You did. Yeah, of course I'm going to be embarrassed. You caught me putting your makeup brush on my face when I thought I was in a moment of pride.
Has that happened to any of you men out there? Let us know in the comms.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It ebbs and it flows, baby.
I do want to say that moment we had earlier, because you were down on yourself a little bit today. You were talking about, I got this going on, my teeth, my face, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Dana, you don't
My
realize.
my
Yeah,
eyebrows.
I was like, Dana, you don't realize how beautiful you are, and how many people would, And hey, girls can get a little crazy. I literally think people would kill
Hot take.
to look like
Joe
you.
thinks girls can get crazy.
You keep it so real with me, and that makes me feel like I can keep it so real with you of just how I'm feeling. And I don't like the look of the bruise on my hip right now. And
You're like insecure about a bruise.
yeah, but then we
No,
talk.
you're not.
I'm not, but like I'm saying, but there's things like that there's some things that I do get insecure about, and I'm not afraid to talk to you about it.
Yeah, totally.
And it's beautiful, and we help each other out in our down moments, and I think it's a great tip for anybody in a relationship to just check in here.
Yeah,
and there.
it was nice to let you in on that because it was like a burden I just didn't feel like carrying on my own.
Yeah.
And maybe I needed like a little like validation too.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you told me my teeth aren't yellow,
Yeah.
I was like,
Thank God.
mean it? but do you mean it though? Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe, recently you've been really tossing yourself into harm's way for the bit.
Oh yeah.
You have several injuries.
Not recently.
Several injuries right now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, recently. Like in the last week.
I'm just saying this is something that's just always happening.
Oh
really.
yeah. But it's especially right now you've got several injuries on your body from the bit just trying to make me laugh.
Yeah.
Big bruise on your back. So Joe will do this bit where if I like kind of like I'm laughing, he like makes me laugh, I'll like push him. It's like a love push. It's like a little tiny push. Like, oh, Joe, you're so funny.
Dana is much
little push.
Dana's much smaller than me.
Yeah.
And so even if you were genuinely trying to push me, I don't know how far I would go.
Yeah.
But you're not.
But I give you
genuinely
like a
trying.
little
Yeah.
push.
Yeah, like a little like.
And you like throw yourself on the ground and like roll, like pretending like I pushed you super hard.
Like I get hit by a car.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And you love it.
Yeah, and you did it the other night.
You come over and push me again. You're like, keep doing it.
Like, come here, another push.
Yeah, can I get
and
another one?
And you bring it every time.
Yeah.
And
I'm a physical comedian.
I give you a little push upstairs. You said something funny. I pushed you.
Okay.
So bad.
Yeah, go ahead. You could say it.
And you like throw your body, like you're midair. You throw your body, you're midair. It's like slow motion. And you land on the floor and you have so much momentum. You slide backwards. And your bottom, like lower back, hits the door corner. And you have a massive bruise from it.
It's so bad, dude. Oh man, yeah.
And you felt it immediately.
I
You're
go,
like,
oh fuck, I fucked myself up.
That's not a joke anymore.
Dang, look at it.
Yeah, let's post a picture of it on the Instagram.
Okay, we will. Check out our Instagram to
Joe,
get a live look of
he'll do anything.
what
for
I'll
the
do
bit.
for the bit. You know.
Yeah.
That's really
you
funny.
also made like a super weird face, and it like gave you a headache. You like made this really weird face, like as a bit. Like Joe will do like different characters kind of around the house.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, I went so hard into a like pterodactyl scream.
Yeah, you like turned into a dinosaur.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. So I went a little too hard into the.
And mind you, I'm just sitting in my office on my work chair. And Joe comes in and just makes dinosaur noises at me.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's just my reality.
that's I mean, you love it though.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. I mean, if it's ever a problem, let me know.
It's hilarious.
If it ever becomes too much, just let me know. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's just as much for me as it is for you. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, speaking of you coming into my office doing weird shit, the other day you snapped at me.
Yeah.
What happened? I crawled into your lap.
Oh yeah. Okay. I know where you're going with this. So
I
you're
crawl
saying
into your lap.
I mess with you at work and it's cute, and now you're gonna say
then
what?
And then I tried to mess with you
Oh, here we go.
during work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your, your all hands is going. You got your headphones in.
Yeah.
Your all hands is going. I want some attention.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I
So
crawl into your lap.
and when she says all hands, she means it's my entire company on this call. So it's not 10 people, it's not 20 people. There's like 900 people on a Zoom meeting, and that's on my computer. And keep going. But that's what she means when she says all hands meeting.
It's an all company meeting, all hands on deck.
And I've got my camera off, and I'm muted for sure. Mm-hmm. And I've got headphones in.
Yeah, he's got headphones on, and I go over, I crawl on his lap. He's in a dining room chair, so it's like not a lot of room, so I'm definitely like squeezed up on there. Mm-hmm. And I like, kissing on him, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I just start click-clacking on his keyboard. And I open the chat button
of the Zoom
with
the 900 people on. Keep going.
Company meeting. And I'm about to throw in just like a random emoji. I like start searching bacon, but granted, I did see in a glance that other people were sending bacon emojis. So I was like, oh, this is funny. I'll make Joe send it a bacon emoji. But you got so mad. Dave, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, bruh, chill.
And what did you say? Immediately I
go.
I snapped at you. I will admit.
You freaked out.
I will admit.
Lost your top.
I will admit, yeah.
You lost your top.
But then what did
Dave,
you say?
what are you doing? Oh!
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. That's kind of what it was, I'll be honest. It's kind of what it was. But then you said what?
I said,
something,
you
and I
dish
said,
it out, but you can't take it?
Yeah, that's what you said. You said that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's what you said. You didn't say, you didn't get specific. You said, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. And immediately I got brought to the moment when I mess with you all the time. And I said, you know what? She's right. And I immediately apologized. I stepped aside from the meeting and I said, you know what? I take it back. I'm really sorry. I love you.
Yeah, there wasn't a moment where I was like, oh my God, he's pissed. I'm worried. Like, I just knew you do this to me all the time. You have no right to be mad. So I was like, I don't care. I don't even care if you're mad because you shouldn't be.
And I said, Day, I need to take back. Yeah. I need to take back.
Yeah.
Anyways, love you so much. And sorry we got a little chippy.
We got a little snappy the other day.
A little chip. But at the same time, Dana, we also had a great conversation this weekend just about how we lift each other up. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we get chippy.
Sometimes we get chippy. Sometimes we bring each other down. It ebbs and flows. Sometimes I push you down.
Anyways,
and you get a bruise on your back. Don't call the cops.
I think we're gonna wrap it up, but I want to leave the listeners with one lesson for the day. And that's to master a recipe.
Let's get to the bottom of this, because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, dude.
You just wanted to brag about your buff chick dip, dude.
Yeah.
If you just want to brag about your buff chick dip, just do it. You don't have to like put like a, hey guys, I want you to master a recipe. It's like, okay, where's this going? He just wanted to tell you he knows how to make a fucking buffalo chicken dip.
This is me.
I'm calling you out right now.
Hey, call me out all you want. This is me with that buff chick dip, baby. Ha ha ha! Dude, I pulled up to the office with that thing. Everybody's like, dude, this buffalo chicken rocks. And I'm just... Probably get the edited version. Probably get the edited version for the next one, huh? Anyways.
Okay, that was all. Can we maybe I'm just like overthinking this, but like you saying like, hey guys, I want you to master a recipe is the weirdest way to flex on your buffalo chicken dip from this week.
Why do you say that?
Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I gotta pee so bad. I gotta take a break.
Okay, pause. I will say, you know how we were talking about my insecurities earlier? I was also feeling really bad about how many chips I ate yesterday. because that buff chick tip was so good.
Yeah.
And I don't usually eat chicken, and I ate so much chicken for the first time in like a year. And so I'm just like a little thrown off, you know.
Are you playing music on your phone?
But your buff chick dip was worth it.
That's it, folks. Dana, if there's one thing you want people to take from the episode today, what is it? What do you want people to take with them from this episode?
Clean your computer screen. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Get them crumbs and crusties off there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll feel like a new person. You're only as good as your computer screen. You're only as good as the cleanliness of your computer.
Anthony Bourdain says about like your kitchen space. He says your kitchen space is your mind. A crowded kitchen space is a crowded mind. A clean and organized kitchen space is a clean and organized mind. Yeah. So it's kind of what you're saying about the computer screen.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think if there's anything I want you to take from this episode, it's that after a catastrophe, time will heal that wound eventually, and you got to get back on your feet, people.
Bounce back. You just have to bounce back. You have to shake things off.
You got to shake things off. You got to bounce back, and that's what I want you to take from this one.
Yeah, and are we going to be proud of this podcast we're putting out today? I don't know. Maybe not, but we're going to be proud that we got something out today.
Yeah, we are.
And
that's fucking right, Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good it is or not good it is.
Oh, you didn't like the podcast today? Well,
we'll go listen to another one.
Yeah. Yeah, you punk.
Punk. But yeah, we're going to be proud we just got one out.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be our best one, and that's fine. But we're learning so much.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, we're just sticking to it.
Mic into your face a little bit better.
Pardon me.
We're going to get better about talking into the mics. We're going to get better at hitting the record button when you want things to be recorded. And we thank you for coming along for the ride. Thanks so much. This was episode 8, Big Brown Sack.
Thanks for bearing with us.
The wrong one. Oh.
We're learning still.
It's this one.
Not just learning.